Welcome to round 3 of the Open Sprint Series. Today we're in Okayama in Japan, and I'm joined by Nathan Cowell, who's the second commentator for today, and the broadcast director, of course, Remco de Zuel. Nathan, thank you for joining us.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Yep, so qualifying's already begun. We're 1 minute into it, and let's see the standings. 2 minutes into it, excuse me. Dylan is on a first lap. He's got a purple sector 1, but that's of course gonna be like that because nobody else has a sector 1.
Yeah. Currently, I believe Mauro Terzoli has the Pro Sector 1 with a 30.59.
Ooh, 3 tenths quicker than Lucas. That's a good sign for Mauro's first lap.
Ben Skinner is also looking pretty good. He's pretty close to the Purple Sector 1. He's also 400s off the Purple Sector 2 as well. Never mind. Mauro Terzoli's going very fast.
Yeah, Terzoli with a purple sector 2 again. He's setting a strong first lap. You've not got many chances in this qualifying, especially because it's only 10 minutes, and the laps here are about 1 minute and 30 seconds, give or take. So you have like about 2 or 3 realistic hot laps out of the about 8 laps you do.
Yeah, so the pressure is really on these drivers to get a fast time here. But right now, Maggio's on top right now with a 27.9, which is probably the fastest we've seen so far today.
Yeah, I haven't even seen a 27 in practice, so that's a pretty impressive time by Maggio, and it's going to be hard to beat. But I think Ben Skinner can do the job because he's been pretty quick overall in the past 2 rounds as well. Nova McKenna at the 15th time, 1.8 off, but I think the times are definitely going to cut down as the session continues.
Yeah, and obviously the top 3. Oh, that's a bit of a mistake there by Emiliano Ortega, a bit of a tank slapper. He's kept the car straight. Still looking good. But going back to what I was going to say really quickly, the top 3 currently championship runners in the title fight. Still waiting for Tina to get a lap up there, but what were you going to say?
Yeah, it's starting to rain a bit. I can see some drops. So I think these first laps are going to be kind of crucial, and maybe that's going to set the positions. Emiliano on the dry tires on the wet track, sliding around. It's only just a bit of rain, but still enough to unsettle his car. Everyone's
Honestly
on the dry
surprised.
tires still.
Yeah, still surprised that he's on the track after that many tank slappers there.
Yeah, he's had quite a lot of moments so far in his first lap, but let's see what he can do. James Knox with a purple sector 1. This is going to be a good lap by James. Ooh, bad sector 3 though, doesn't improve.
Yeah, and he spun off of turn 1.
Yeah, he can exit off after the line, so that's not an issue. Simon Kander going very slow, 8 tenths off in sector 2. Let's see what he can do in sector 3. Can he pull off something that's gonna save his lap? Let's see.
Yeah, from P23 up to, we'll see here at the line.
It's gonna be pretty bad.
Improves, but only by 1 position.
Yeah, pretty bad lap for Simon Kander. Not a good first hot lap for him. Qualifying gap is pretty large this time around. Last time it was about 1.3 seconds. Now I think people haven't practiced so much.
Yeah, not only that, but the rain also isn't helping any of them.
Oh yeah, I don't think times are gonna get much faster now with the rain. It's not really climbing, but you can just about see it. I think it's still faster to be on a dry compound tires, but we can see maybe someone's gonna try the wets and improve. There's always that possibility.
Yeah, I'm sure they're not really enjoying the dry tires anyways, with the amount of mistakes we've seen.
Oh yeah, Philip, you can see him struggling with the oversteer out of every corner exit. Let's see coming into this corner how he's gonna do. Ease on the throttle. Yeah, it doesn't really bother the car that much. Here a bit of a slide on the exit, but still, nonetheless, that was pretty good.
Yeah, keeping it easy for his outlap, just trying to keep it straight as best as he can.
Yeah, final sector is tricky. It's a high-speed sector, but in the rain on the dry tires, yeah, it gets pretty hard to do that.
Well, he's gladly he's made it to the line now to start his lap. But the rain's really picking up now. He's overstaying the whole way through turn 1, and he's off the track into the grass.
Yeah, the rain is too much now. It's a lot of rain now. I don't think anyone is going to go faster for the next few minutes. Everyone's putting on the wets. I think if you've got a pretty bad lap, nah, but there's no way. I think only David Epitashvili can improve because he's 8 seconds back on the dry tires. So maybe he can pull off something in the wets and improve a bit. But we'll find out.
We're about to see that car go pole, aren't we?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, this is actually good for them because they can practice a bit on the wet tires as well before the race, because it's probably going to rain in the race as well. But looking at the weather broadcast, it might not be raining for race 2, or it's gonna stop raining for race 2, so that might make strategy pretty interesting, as you don't want to do an extra stop here, for sure. It's gonna lose you quite a lot of time, and time is already pretty hard to gain here.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. A lot of people are starting their out laps, just trying to on the wet tires, just seeing probably more practice than qualifying, just to see how it feels.
I think so as well, yes. Just getting used to the wet tires, feeling them out, how they're gonna do in the race, and how much time it takes for them to warm up a bit, their internal temperature. Because, cold tires is not good. Cold brakes as well. Brakes are very important, especially in the rain. So I think they're all gonna be warming up their brakes, but you can see how big of a spray there is behind Craig Pedersen's car. Coming to turn 1, it's quite substantial. I don't know how good the visibility is going to be in the race.
I think we'll have an amazing opening lap just from
Oh,
seeing
yeah.
this.
Oh yeah, I think so as well. The opening lap I think is going to be brilliant. Hopefully there isn't a big pileup like we had in round 2. But if that happens, if there's enough cars out of the race, a race restart could happen via the race host decision.
Yeah, also, I just want to point out a little bit of a disappointment. Tina Curtis down at P17. She's 4th in the driver standings, 3 points off the top. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for her to get back to the front and continue her title challenge.
Yeah, that's quite a blow, as we see Craig Pedersen going wide and spinning off into gravel, but he gets out pretty quickly. Brody Lawless also down in P15. Whoever didn't manage to get a lap in is pretty much can't do anything about it anymore. This is
Yeah.
quite literally how the qualifying positions are. So got Madju in P1 and Benskin in P2, as always. So we'll see how the start is. But the top 5 looks pretty similar to last race, with the exception of Alex Lehal, more well known as Dakir 42. He's the only one missing.
Yeah. Right now, I think the only people that can improve the lap times is David Ipich. I'm sorry, Ipitishvili. There's also 2 drivers without a lap, so we're still waiting for them to complete their laps. I think Brando Tenorio still on his out lap.
Yeah, and
But yeah, everything. Yeah.
Sergey has back of the group penalty, so I think that's why he's not going out. But I think it's probably good for him to do a few laps, like get used to the wet tires or something. But it's his call, of course.
Yeah.
And that's qualifying over. That passed pretty quickly. Pretty uneventful, of course, because the rain hit. Now let's see how we line up for the sprint race. So, in pole position, we have Alessandro Maggio. And P2 we have Ben Skinner. P3 James Knox. P4 Casper Kuretz. P5 for Victor Burnett. P6 Thijs Jongstra. P7 Philip Czerwinski. P8 Izan Gutierrez. P9 Lucas Thailand. And P10 Moritor Zoli. P11 Craig Pedersen. P12 Yaroslav Shoamanov. P13 David Zanini, not a good qualifying for him. P14 Mateos Piskan. P15 Brody Lawless with also a pretty bad qualifying. P16 Robin Morling. P17 Tina Curtis. P18 Daniel Scott. P19 Nova McKenna. And P20 Milano Ortega. P21 Lana Rahim. P22 Simon Kander. P23 James Andrews. And P24 David Epitashvili. And P25 Sergey Sapornikov, who has a back of the grid. And P26 Brando Tenori, who didn't set any lap times.
So yeah, a bit of a shaken up grid, especially for some of the drivers that weren't able to get a decent lap time in at the start of the session. But that front five looks to be a very nice qualifying session for them.
Yeah, pretty uneventful compared to the last two because pole has always been set on the last lap so far. But this time it was different because the rain hit us. So let's see how it goes in the rain. It's kind of dropped off now, 37% only. But still, I don't think dry tires are the way to go.
You never know. Someone might be crazy enough to do it.
Let's see. We're gonna be moving on to the sprint race just about now. So let's see. Let's warm up right now. We're gonna wait for some drivers to rejoin, and we're gonna do really, really short, I guess, warm up of about 5 to 10 minutes.
An absolute chaos in the pit lane.
Oh, what have I just seen? Okay, that was
Cars.
pretty
We have
pretty
just
good exit.
we have just seen murder in the pit lane.
Yep. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, currently looking at Alessandro Maggio on pole position, just getting used to this wet track, and hopefully he can get a good start off the line.
You want to bet on who's gonna win this race? We've done that for the past 2 rounds, so I'm inviting you to do it again.
All right, all right. Honestly, I've just known this man for too long. Ben Skinner has to be.
You know what? I'm gonna say it's gonna be a surprise winner this time around. It's not like Casper Kuritz is a big surprise. He's got pace, but he's in P4 for qualifying, and this is the first round he's actually participated in. So, yeah, we can count it as a surprise. I think it's gonna be him.
Fair shout, yeah. But of course, right now Alessandro Maggio is on pole position and is looking pretty nice to possibly win this race as well.
Yeah, that's true. Alessandro Maggio is gonna do that's sprint race win would do very, very good for him for the championship, and preferably he would want Ben Skinner to finish far, far back, not even P2, because P2 then keeps him in the lead after this first race. But the future race is the big point, the second race. So I think they're gonna be focusing on that, and here the reverse positions are gonna play a crucial factor because it's hard to overtake when it's raining, and race is going to be 24 laps long. But so I think strategy is going to come into big play this time around as well. We don't know if it's going to switch to dry, if it's going to stay wet, what's going to be the fast tire compound. So drivers are going to need to think a lot. They're going to have to think a lot. Yeah.
They're gonna have to think a lot with a,
Yeah, they're gonna have to
like a
think a lot.
monumental amount of water spray in their face.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, driving under pressure, you gotta have that reserve in your mind, as Michael Schumacher has said, famously. That you need a mental reserve that you can use, so you can think of what's happening during the race and make the right call. So I think people are gonna have to use that this race for sure, because the last few rounds, I think you could really pit whenever and still be having an okay race and making an okay call. But this time around is going to be tricky, especially in the wet spinners like they just spun now. So
He's driving backwards.
yeah, if he's going backwards, I guess he's skilled enough to do that.
Let's be honest. How much carnage will there be in turn one with this rain?
Oh, yeah, I bet two people miss their braking points and they plow into someone from the back of the grid, because that's what happened last time when it was dry, and I don't even want to think about it when it's wet. So yeah, I don't think that's going to be too good.
Yeah, completely blind, and already you can see McKenna drifting through the last corner very nicely. Wow. Someone in the background did not, just couldn't do that as well.
We're gonna be waiting for Massimiliano again because he's always joining pretty late. But we do have time. We do still have 5 more minutes, so should be able to join.
Meanwhile, we can just watch all these drivers start spinning out at each corner to just get all this out of the way. Oh, there goes McKenna.
Yep. I think it's gonna be pretty hard for people to keep it on track this time around. Very tricky. Very, very light on the throttle. Just gotta thread the needle. Look at how much real spin Victor Burnett gets going full throttle that quickly. It's gonna be a hard race. Sprint race is gonna be a hard race. Feature race too if it rains, of course. But it's about what 36% rain on the track right now. So yeah, quite a lot. But it could be more. It could be a lot more.
That would make this a lot more interesting if there was a lot more rain.
Yeah.
But
Well, at least we won't red flag the session because it's raining, like other sports do. F1.
yeah, they can drive the rain. It's fine. See, Victor Burnett doing a perfect drift through the last corner. They can drive.
Yeah, they barely make it around. Just about make it.
Currently, they're about 14 seconds off the pole time with this rain. So
Yeah, they're not going
yeah,
that quickly, because if it was not a rain, I think they could closely match it. But with this much rain, pretty hard. Although it's dropping down, the more this warm-up goes on, the less rain we have. So would be pretty interesting if the race starts on dry, goes to wet. We're gonna have to see how strategy plays out. I think, as I said, this is gonna be really crucial, this race.
of course, strategy will be important, but I think what's more important is keeping the car in one piece, especially with the amount of spins we're seeing.
Yeah, let's see. Let me think of some aggressive drivers on this grid. Lana Rahim, yeah,
Oh yeah, definitely.
he's basically Sergio Perez, in sim racing though. He's gonna
Speaking
be a guy to look out for.
speaking of that, he's already spun off in the last corner.
Yep, that's Lana for you. He's a great driver though. He's good. Who else is pretty aggressive? Ben Skinner, even though he's P2, he's very optimistic with his moves. Doesn't back down too much. Simon Kender as well. He's quite the tricky guy. Where's Sergey? He's very aggressive as well. He tends to be like Danny Ricciardo. That's who I'd compare him to. But yeah, not that good. Just the dive bomb part.
Just the dive bomb part.
Just the dive bomb part. He's already got 2 back of the grid pens were very, very late. Very, very deep descents. So hopefully he doesn't get another one here, because I think he's going to be getting a race ban if he gets one more penalty point, from what I remember correctly.
Oh, honestly, for my first race here, I think I would love to see a deep send from Sergey. That would be very interesting to see. But of course, let's not do that. But we have 2 minutes left in the session. Currently, Thais Youngstra is the fastest so far by 100th during this warm up, and it's just that's a gaggle of cars going into turn 2.
Man, that's a lot of cars.
And it's a spin. Oh, huge crash in turn 2. 3, 4 cars in it.
Collected, yeah. I wonder how he spun there, and how. I think he bounces back onto the track from the barrier. Look at the sun from the Optimino car from Victor Burnett. Oh, I actually kept it pretty good, and then someone was pretty ambitious from behind. I couldn't quite see who that was. Looked like a KKR car, but not too sure. Victor Burnett, though. Good move by him.
Let's try not to wreck the cars during the warm up, yeah?
Yeah, you need the spare parts for the race, I think. That's pretty fair.
Yeah. Well, James knocks going for the send down the inside, a bit wide, and he's just sent. I mean, it was a good send, but the other car just couldn't keep it.
Oops. Spinner again. I think that's James Andrews in
Yeah.
the background doing a pirouette. Oh, James Knox is going pretty deep.
Yeah.
This is
Actually,
not iRacing. That is not the
yeah,
line.
the water level is actually going down now. I think it's 15% or 5. What?
About 8% right now. So
8%. Yeah.
7%. Keep going down. It's basically stopped, but there's still water on track, of course. Wow, that's Japan for you, I guess. Very wild weather.
Feels like there's like a tsunami every time we come here. Just some sort of storm.
Yep. Yeah, Japan is a. I don't know. Weather there is very strange. Just never normal. And also we have a fun fact from the race director that Nova McKenna drives with a controller, and he's not last. So that's pretty impressive actually. I've only known one other person who drives a controller.
Is that Mark?
Yeah, Mark did race on a controller for a bit, but now
Yeah.
he doesn't.
Meanwhile, we just saw an absolute pile up there in the backstretch, just a bunch of cars waiting on the side. But yeah, warm up is finally over with, and Thighs is the fastest for now. There without a front wing at all.
Yeah, Taizong just I don't know what they're doing. Are they doing like a lineup like the Ferraris did in Indianapolis, or are they racing? I couldn't tell. Oh, he's in the grass.
They could also be crash testing the cars.
Yeah, rally. Yep, rally.
Yeah, rallycross. Side by side here onto the next straight. Thighs on the outside here.
So the track wetness right now is 60%, but rain intensity is 0, so that means it's not raining currently. That's good, but the track is still gonna stay wet, and they're gonna have to start on wet tires.
Oh, and there goes Thighs and Robin just go off into turn 1.
Okay, so we've moved on to the sprint. Let's see what's gonna happen. Track still wet, so that's gonna be pretty interesting. It doesn't seem like it's gonna dry up very quickly, so I doubt there's gonna be any pit stops for the first race.
Yeah, most likely not. 16 laps around the Okayama International Circuit. Surely, no pit stop.
Uh, the tires can last. The wets definitely can last. The dry tires as well. Air temp is 19 degrees. Track temp is 43. Still pretty. I don't know. That's pretty good for track temp, even though it's rained this much. But the air temperature is pretty low. Okayama is pretty high in the mountain, I believe. So I think that's normal.
Yeah. Is this a formation lap?
Yeah, this is formation up.
Yeah. Okay.
So, in the front row, we have Alessandro Maggio and Ben Skinner. And in P3 and P4, we have James Knox and Casper Kuretz. P5, Victor Burnett. P6, Thijs Jongstra. P7, Philip Czerwinski. P8, Izan Gutierrez. P9, Lucas Thailand. P10, Maury Terzoli. rounding up the 5th grid slot. P13 David Zanini, P14 Mateus Piscan, P15 Brody Lawless, P16 Robin Morling, P17 Tina Curtis, P18 Nova McKenna, P19 Emiliano Ortega, P20 Lana Rahim, P21 James Andrews, P22 David Epitashvili, I'm gonna have to learn that, P23 Brandon Tenorio, and P24 Daniel Scott, who got a 10th place group penalty. P25 Simon Candery as a back of the group penalty, P26 Muslimino Riboli who joined late, and P27 Sergei Sapornikov who also had a back of the group penalty. So that's your grid. I also messed up P10, I said grid slot when it was grid position. Yeah, so I should have said row instead of slot, but yeah, my bad.
That works. It works.
We can see Maggio warming up his brakes. That's going to be very important. You're going to want to have to keep them in an optimal temperature for turn 1, which is, I think, a light braking zone. Maybe not when you're going off the start, but if you're in the lap, surely it's a bit of a light braking zone. Let's see. Someone's in the pit lane. I can't tell who that is. Riboli is in the pit lane, and Sergey is not even out of the garage. I don't know where Sergey went, but I guess he's not going to start. Yeah, I wonder what's happened there. I'll have to ask the team owner, Nick.
Yeah.
But let's see. Someone hasn't lined up still. And now we're good. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's go for round 3 of Okayama. Alessandro Maggi with a good start. Ben Skinner, decent start, but James Luck's got a better one. James already on the outside of Ben Skinner. So far, so good at the front. I haven't seen any issues in the back so far. Everyone's kept it clean. I don't see any major position changes. Nobody's really falling off the order too much.
Oh, there's yellow in sector 1 now. I think Zanini might have an issue.
Never mind. I think Terzoli and Zanini had a little scrap, but they're still going and they're not that far back from everyone. Of course, it's very tricky with the spray and everything. You can't see much. The braking points are different. The speed you have to carry is different. The throttle control, everything's different in these conditions. Let's see Lucas Hyland running up a move on the outside of Philip Cherwinski. Let's see if he can get it done. They've already got a big gap to P13? Yes. Yeah, P13. Brody Lawless 1.2 seconds back on Craig Pedersen, who's in P9, so the front of the grid is pulling away pretty nicely. James Knox, in the meantime, got the move done on Ben Skinner. I didn't quite manage to see that. Casper Kurtz and Thijs Youngster are the Blue Horns teammates and P4 and P5 respectively, which is very good for him. Izan Gutierrez also moved up a few positions. The top 10 have switched around quite a lot, and Tina Curtis has also got a good start. We can see the gain positions. Lana Rahim, 7 positions up. We said he's a very aggressive driver, and he did manage to gain a lot. What do you think? What do you think, Nathan? How was the start?
Well, it's very clean starts overall. Of course, from a few drivers, but so I mean, it's looking pretty good, pretty dicey. If some drivers moving up a lot, we have Lanner. I think Brody made a few positions. Tina also made it up to P11, which is good for her. So I think that's a very nice start.
Yeah, pretty good start. There's a few people in the pit. I'm assuming they have damage. Victor Burnett, very unlucky for him. He had a good qualifying. He got into P5 in that 1 lap shootout that we had. Casper Kurtz almost losing it in this long corner. He's still on the back of Ben Skinner, though. Ben Skinner doesn't have that much pace in the rain. Seems like he doesn't, I mean. Casper Kurtz hot on his heels, and Thijs Youngster is also there. Lucas Thailand sending up another move on the same corner on the outside. He's going to go for the switchback. But Izan has good defense and blocks the apex for Lucas Thailand. Lucas Thailand can't quite manage, but he's still very cold behind him.
Ooh, bit of oversteer by the even.
Ooh, Lucas is now
He's side by side.
Yeah, they're side by side. Lucas is now gonna get the advantage on being an inside. Never mind, he backs out. No, he
It's
doesn't.
still side by side. He's made the move work.
Yeah, good move by him.
Oh, he's trying to send it back on the inside now of Lucas. Can't get it done, and now Lucas will try to run away with P6.
Yeah, Lucas had a good start. I believe he was P11, if I've not already forgotten, but good start for him.
Oh, Lanner.
Oh, poor Lanner made a mistake somewhere. He was just P13, but he probably just had a bit of oversteer somewhere, spun around, and had to save it. Lucky for him, but he still has a fighting chance. Let's see the replay.
Oh, that was.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's
so
unlucky.
goes wide, gets him oversteer, and hits. I believe who was that he hit?
I think it was Emiliano Ortega. I'm not too
Yeah.
sure though.
It's back
what
at
happened.
lap 1.
Oh,
Oh, that's Zanini and probably Pizzoli also in that. Yeah.
Gisoli just got caught up, but David was hit by the advanced competition car of, I think, maybe Sergey, because Yaroslavl was further ahead, but I think it was Sergey, yeah.
Yeah. Zanini
I'm
just
not,
goes a bit wide into.
yeah, I'm not too sure whose fault that was, to be fair, because the Zanini is going wide, but the advanced car also has more space, but it's not really his fault. Oh, that's up
Yeah,
to the
it's
stewards to review that.
it's
I
more of a
think it's
racing incident.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I can agree to that. Just unlucky for them
Oh,
bunch.
Zanini's going for the switchback on Simon Kander, I
Sam
believe.
Kenner, also a big mover. He's about 10 positions up so far, which is pretty good for him. That was Zanini around the outside again of Sam Kenner, trying to make a move, forcing his way up through the field. His teammate though, Massimiliano Body, who's sort of from the pits, isn't faring so well. He's down in P23. And let's see, David not with the best of exits, but someone kind of got a better one than him. And let's see if he can pull a move on Robin Morning, who's in P14 right now. He's been trying to turn 1.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that's a very slow car right in front of them. That's is that
I
Robin
think,
Moling or is it
yeah,
Shmilanov?
that's Robin Morning, yeah. I'm not
Moling.
quite
Okay.
sure if he slowed down or just had a mistake coming out of the corner, but now he's looking to gain a position back. David
Almost 3
Zanini
wide.
basically threw wide into the corner. David Zanini goes on the inside and makes the move done, but Robin Morning is still there. Now he tucks back in the slipstream. In the meantime, Nova McKenna caught back up to them, so this is a big dogfight for P14, which is a pretty good position for the reverse grid because that puts you in second position. David Zanini around the outside of Simon Kenner. Can he pull it off? Ooh, goes wide, gets a bad exit. Now Robin Mulling on the attack.
Oh, Kenner's gone wide.
Kenner's gone wide,
Just a
yes.
bit wide into the dirt, yeah. He still kept it clean though.
Yep, a good save by Simon Kenner could have ended badly there for him, but David Zanini fakes a move. Simon Kenner takes the bait, goes wide. David, ooh, trying to get the traction around the outside now.
Oh, Robin Mullins having a good move.
Yeah, good.
Side by side. Oh! Zanini tried to go on the outside there, but it just got completely blocked off by Simon Kander.
Yeah,
Now to the final corner. Simon looks a bit slow there. Oh, it's a car off. It's Chervinsky.
Philip. It's Philip Chervinsky. I wonder what happened there. I think he just spun around because it's quite tricky to go to that corner on the wet conditions. That was Zanini trying to go too wide through there, and we just saw a spinner there, so that's a very risky move by him. So someone would have to have backed out if that happened.
Yeah, I think Zanini's just trying to bait more moves. He's trying to trick Simon Kander because it almost worked last time. Instead, he's going for the move now, side by side, with Robin Mulling there as well on the outside.
Yeah, Robin Mulling trying to capitalize off the fight, and then... Ooh!
Oh, McKenna!
McKenna's on the inside! Oh no, David Zanini loses control and hits Robin Mulling's around as well. The racing was brilliant up until then, but David Zanini too eager in the throttle. Just wants too much out of the car and it can't give him that much grip.
Yeah, Zanini had already gotten the move almost done, but a slight tap by Simon Kander. He gets him spun around and goes straight into McKenna and Robin Mulling. That's very unfortunate for all of them.
Barely hits Robin as well. Just just to the edge. Too much throttle for David Zanini. I think that's all on him. For
Oh,
just too eager in the exit of the corner and trying to ask too much of the car when it just can't provide that in these conditions. Track wetness is down to 15% though. We could see the switch to the dry. I can see the dry line forming. What do you think, Nathan? Is it going to be worth to pit? There's 10 more laps left.
well, there's still 10 laps is gonna be a very short amount of time. It might not be worth it, especially with the water spray still on. I don't know if it's really an option, but you never know.
There's some people on the dries already. Tina Curtis is on the
Yeah.
dry. Lana Rahim is on the dries as well.
I mean, yeah, they got to try something. They're pretty far back, especially with Lanner. So see if it works.
I think that's a smart move for them because they already made some mistakes, spun around. Now it's worth to sit in the dry line, be on the dry tire, just try to get more lap time out of the car, see if you can move up. Maybe that risky strategy helps you out since you've got nothing to lose.
Yeah. Currently, actually, Tina Curtis is going faster than Zanidi, who's just ahead of her. So it's looking pretty good for the dry tire.
Yeah,
Speaking
Tina
of,
Curtis.
I think she's got passed by Robin Bowling.
I think something happened there. But she set a 143 compared to Robin Bowling's 156, but he spun around there. She's going a bit slower than the other people that are on the wet tires, but we still have more time to see. James Knox currently with the fastest lap of 135.239. He's very, very close to Maggio. I think James is the favorite, maybe to win this race. Putting the pressure on Maggio. Maggio's gone a bit wide. James now trying to get a better exit. Oh, not quite close enough though. I don't think so. Let's see.
He's got the run though. He does have a run.
Yeah, Maggio's defending now.
I was going for the move down the inside in turn 1. Okay, can't make it work.
It's pretty hard. Behind. Pretty hard. This corner, it's too high speed to do a late braking move because there's not really much opportunity because the braking amount is so short and so little. He's gonna have to look for a move here just like David did. I'm not close enough now though.
Yeah. Also an update on the dry runners. Tina Curtis is much slower on the dry tire right now, but also Lucas Dylan in the pits for dry tires. So
yeah, track wetness is only 5% and the dry line is very, very visible. Oh, James Knox maybe going to go for the move on the inside here in the hairpin. He pulls it off. James Knox goes a bit wide. Never mind. He keeps it good. And James Knox claims the lead of the race. After how many laps is this? After 7 laps, James Knox is in P1 and already 7/10 ahead of Maggio, who's kind of struggling. Maybe Ben Skinner can... Oh, Maggio in the grass.
Ooh.
Ben Skinner, I think, if he gets a bit more pace, I think he can catch up just about to Maggio in time before the end of the race. Yeah. Wet tires are still setting fastest times. Yarsov with the purple sector 1, green sector 2. Dry tires aren't looking that promising. Lucas Thailand also, as we said, went in the dry tires. I don't know how good of a decision that was for him, as he was in a pretty solid position.
He's going fast in sector 2, especially against the 3 drivers ahead of him. About 5/10 a second faster.
Yeah, Lucas is now on pace in sector 2.
Oh, I think it's raining. There might be. I think it's raining just a little bit.
Oh, it's raining again. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, Lucas fit too early. It's raining again. It's about 5% worth of intensity and it's 5% track wetness. Oh, he was just starting to go fast. Oh, unlucky for him. I think that's gonna ruin his race.
Meanwhile, there's a 3-car battle here between Izan Berdilalis and Yaroslav Shlemanov. Side by side, just ahead of him, Gutierrez and Lawless.
Yaroslav lining up a move from the back though in the slipstream. This might become a 3-wide situation. Not quite close enough, but he's looking to do something and capitalize off Brody and Izan fighting. They're going wide.
They tapped each other.
Almost at a true goes Hamilton moment. He doesn't look to the inside. Izan still keeping the position. Oh, Yaroslav deep. Okay, he didn't spin, but he kept it good enough. Pretty aggressive by him, but nonetheless.
Yeah. I think that's Casper Kurtz ahead of the. What happened to What happened to Casper?
Maybe he has damage or something. I don't know what's happening.
Whatever it is, he's fallen off a lot. He's just hit the side of Gutierrez there.
Yeah, he's going very slow. He's trying to defend the position. I wonder what's happened to him. Let's see.
Looks like for
If,
Casper Kurtz.
if he spun
I
around,
don't know
his
if
tires are
he's
definitely
yes.
Oh,
Ah,
overheated
he has spun
tires.
it.
Yeah, and overheated and dirty tires for sure.
Just a little donut. It's okay.
Yep. Oh, all the dry runners, just unlucky for them. It's starting to rain more. It's about 50% intensity and 15% wetness at the minute.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna pay off for Lucas and Tina, but they
Oh,
tried.
Gutierrez going wide. Huge
Ooh.
oversteer moment. Kept it
Yep.
clean. He's still ahead of Brody. I think no side by side actually. Brody to the outside here in the next corner. I think Brody might have the position done.
Weezan braked a bit later though. Brody has to give him the
Ooh.
space. He's in just enough space. Yarosov around the outside. Brody Lawless getting a bit of oversteer and exit. And Izan is back ahead of Brody Lawless for P7. But the battle continues. Brody Lawless looking to go around the outside. Yarosov still behind him. This is a very, very big fight for P7.
Yeah, any more mistakes from these two and Shlemonov will be right on them. But right now, Brody is just can't make it work around the outside. Is then Gutierrez still ahead? Oh, that's Casper off again, as well as that's Brody's off as well.
Casper's off, Brody's off, Yarosov is ahead of Brody. They're almost wheel locking. Brody Lawless and the Yarosov Shramanov side by side in the background. Izan Gutierrez now in a fight with Casper Kuritz. Yarosov breaks deep. Brody gives the position. He has nowhere to go in the apex. Yarosov powers out of the exit and is ahead of Brody Lawless, coming into the last corners of the track right now.
For now, but Casper still defending from Gutierrez and Yaroslav also still defending from Brody. It's still even through the final corner. Casper spinning out a little bit, a slight tap from Gutierrez, and they're still making it work here. It's 2x2.
Izan got the move. It's 2x2. They're lined up like they're in Minecraft or something. But coming into turn one, Izan's got a gap. Yaroslav is up into P7.
Oh,
A very, very fun battle. And now Brody and Casper are fighting for position. Casper goes around the inside, doesn't try too much, but Yaroslav goes wide. He almost spins, saves it though. He's lost a lot of speed though. He was just up into P7. Now he's back into P9. Brody Lawless looking for a move on the inside for Atwood Curve. Doesn't go for it though. Oh, Casper Kurtz with the worst exit.
Ooh, they're both having terrible exits here.
Both having a lot of oversteer. Yaroslav close behind 5/10 back. Izan though running away. 1 second gap. Brody Lawless and Casper Kurtz are fighting too much.
Oh, Casper's.
Casper's letting him by to catch up to Izan. I think that's a smarter move. I don't think Yaroslav has the pace to overtake them at the moment, but he has enough pace to keep up with them because Slipstream is also helping. Casper with another mistake.
Not having a good time.
Yeah, I don't think Casper's doing too well. I don't know, maybe his tires are worn out a lot or something, but something's definitely not right. Damage could be a factor as well.
Could be. I think it's more of a tire issue. He's just oversteering almost everywhere. I think Yaroslav surely should make the move pretty soon here. How about now? Down the inside, Yaroslav goes for P8 and makes it work.
Casper too eager on the throttle, just too eager. Casper slots in behind Yaroslav now. Looks, no, doesn't give him even a look around the inside for the last corner. And now Brody Lawless is only about 6-7 tenths behind Izan Gutierrez coming into turn one. Casper Kuritz from P4 to P9, 5 positions lost. Bad end of the race for him now.
Yeah, and just to say, we have 2 DNFs. Shirinsky, who we saw go off in the last corner, and also Riboli has also DNF'd.
Yep. Unlucky for them. It's stopped raining again though, Nathan. It's stopped raining.
It has stopped raining, but the track is still pretty wet, and anyone with the dries is still not looking good for them. They're still pretty slow.
Yeah, it's up to 15% track wetness at the minute. So I don't know if dries are faster, if wets are faster. The dry tires are setting about identical lap times to the wet tires. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
Tina
pretty
Curtis
50-50.
Tina also pitted again for the wet tires again, so it's not a great race for.
Yeah, she could have stayed out as well, but maybe it's gonna start raining again. We just don't know. At least there isn't so much spray now, and the fighting cars can see what's happening in front of them. Craig Patterson's very, very calm race for him. He's moved up about 5-6 positions, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 6 positions. Tyus Youngster up 2 positions, and Benskin and Alessandro Maggio dropping 1, and James Knox currently in the lead from P3. This is going to be his first No, he's actually won the sprint race before. I was gonna say he hasn't, but he has.
Yeah. Has
Not
he?
much going on now. Yeah, he has. He won the first race. The first sprint.
Australia for
Yeah.
it says P3
Did he?
for James
Oh,
Knox.
maybe it was P3. Okay, he hasn't
Yeah.
won then.
Yeah, he hasn't won any
Excuse
race
me.
so far. Sorry, Maggio won that first race.
Oh yeah, I'm
Rivoli.
mistaking him for Maggio, yeah.
Yeah. So Rivoli's DNF was just him spinning off in turn 1. And he just
Unlucky
said
for him.
he sparked it. Yeah. Simon Kander here going off, spinning off as well.
Big spin.
He's kept it
Stands
straight.
on the racing line, keeps it straight. What a save by Simon Kander, still in P12. Somehow. I don't know, after that spin.
Yeah.
Now let's see what happened to him.
Same corner, going wide and just oversteering into the wall
Everyone's
as well.
having issues there. I think it's because of the camber and because of the downhill section it is, and everyone gets comfortable and goes on the throttle hard, and boom, you spin out because there's water buildup. Yeah, pretty tricky.
Yeah. The water, the downhill, and the camber is just not working out for them too well.
Yep. James Knox with a strong race though. He has a fast lap of a 134.379. And nobody's really challenging him. Alessandro Maggio is 1.5 back. He can't really do anything. James Knox is just flying. And speaking about flying, drops of rain are flying again. There's a 50% intensity at the minute, and then
It's contact between Terzoli, I believe, and McKenna. McKenna around the outside. Terzoli had hit the inside of McKenna just a little bit, and there's a car just slipped off.
That's Simon Kander again in the same corner.
Everyone's so good.
Terzoli goes back through, even though someone went on the gravel. I think that was McKenna, but he's having a good race.
It's moved by Moling here down the inside on McKenna.
Yeah, Moling going back into the point scoring positions almost. Terzoli is getting 1 point if he stays in P12. James Andrews in P11. He started like P23. He's having an amazing race so far. There's some big winners this race. There's quite some big winners this race, yeah.
Yeah. Nova McKenna just did not have a nice few corners back there. Just a car in the middle of the track, just a bunch of chaos there.
Just Simon Kander spinning in the same corner again. Didn't learn his lesson from the last lap. He's looking to go back into maybe P15 if he can. He's not that far away. And that's going to be reverse pole for him again if that happens. So far on reverse pole, the drivers that we've had have been in Australia it's been Daniel Scott, and in China it has been Simon Kander. So it could be any of them or Victor Burnett.
Bernie go for a move on pitch, and they've just made contact through there on the hairpin.
Oh,
It's still good though, side by side. Is Simon spinning here? Simon's not here actually.
Simon says they're not spinning. Brody Lawless still in P10. He hasn't been having a good race. He hasn't really moved up a lot. He just stayed about the same. Mateus Piscan going a bit wide. Brody Lawless getting close to him. Mateus very hard on the throttle there, getting a bit of oversteer out of the corner exit. Now they're in Hobbs' corner, going into the last corner. Second to last corner, excuse me. Brody Lawless still hot on the tail of Mateus Piscan, who's in P9, who's very, very far off from Izan Gutierrez. He's managed to run away. Brody Lawless didn't manage to catch up.
Straight to the pit wall, Birdie and Piscan.
Mateus is very aggressive defending. Let's see what they can do into turn 1. Hopefully keep it clean.
Or not, you never know.
Or not, yeah. Switchback didn't work. I don't know why he's trying to switchback. It's a high speed. Mateus! Ooh, big snap. Big snap. Massive snap for Mateus. Now he's back into P10. He's got less speed than Brody Lawless, but maybe he's going to send a dive bomb here. Let's see.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Big sense.
He's made it work.
He gets it done, though. Mateus goes back into P9, pushes Brody a bit wide. Brody just about stays on the curb. And now you can see the rain spray beginning to go up again. Never mind. And maybe it was just because of the water build up there. But it stopped raining again. It was just raining again. Now it stopped. The weather's so interesting in Japan.
He's gone wide, Piscan. Gone wide a bit. Brody trying to make a move down the inside. They're side by side into this left-hander, a bit off camber. And let's see if there's a car spun here. No, there's not.
Brody Lawless. Very, very dicey exit. I think that's a lapped car in front of him. I'm not sure. Maybe it's not. Casper.
No, it's Casper. Made a mistake. Well, the other car was.
Casper's made a mistake again.
Yeah.
What a race for Casper. He's not doing fun.
Yeah, let's see a replay of this real quick. Casper, is it the same corner? No, come on, man.
Come on, Casper. Come on. This time he spun to the outside, though.
Yeah.
Not a good race for him. Not a good race for him. At least that lap car moved out pretty quickly. Good standards by them. Now the fight for P8 is on. Casper's not that quick. Matos is only 4 tenths behind him, and Bordelos is 4 tenths back on him. Nova McKenna down to P15. Ooh, too wide into the final corner out of the exit. Now Nova gets a bad exit, and that's Victor Burnett looking to go into the reverse grid position, which is P15, of course. Victor Burnett on the inside. Breaks late. Gets it done. Nova McKenna gives up the position. Now Daniel Scott is in P14. This is going to be quite the battle for P15. And who gets reverse grid pole and who gets reverse grid second position.
Yeah, if I was Daniel Scott, I'd just let him by, but...
Ooh, Matos.
Oh, here we go. Casper to the inside. Mateus to the outside here.
Oh, Brody
going as well. Contact by all of them.
What a move by Matos. Matos pushes him off. Matos pushes him off. And now, contact. Casper's getting Brody Lawless. Matos has gone through. They've somehow kept it together. Brody. Okay, that looked a bit intentional this time, but yeah, they've kept it relatively clean, and now Casper's trying to send a move up the inside, which is never going to work.
But Brody's got me a bit of oversteer here. Maybe he can make the move.
Oh, I just saw Casper send a death move into the corner, and Brody Lawless is down behind him. I wonder what's happening.
We'll come back to
that. Someone spun. Alessandro Maggio close to James Knox down the last lap. Now 3 tenths behind him. What's happened? James has made a mistake. Now James needs to defend, or he's going to lose the win on the final lap. Let's see, Alessandro Maggio, is he going to send a move? Yes, he's looking up the inside. James on defense. James gets hit by Maggio. Maggio stops. Okay, that's good standards by him. He acknowledges that he made a mistake and that he needs to give the position back. And they continue racing. Maggio only 5 tenths back. He still has a fighting chance. James can make a mistake. There's a few corners left. Anything can happen.
Yeah, but not a lot of time really left. He's already made a 6/10, 7/10 gap here. I think James Knox might just have the win after that contact there initially.
Oh, yeah. It was a tricky situation because James started turning into the corner. Maggio braked late. So I think he locked up because I think he was turning the wheel, but his car didn't move left or right. So maybe he locked up the tires.
Most likely wasn't expecting James,
Yeah, James Knox going to get his first win in round 3 of the Open Wheel Sprint Series in Okayama. Good race from him. Fight till the end with Maggio. P3 is for Ben Skinner. Thijs Youngstra almost gets the podium, but just doesn't manage. Craig Patterson with an amazing P5 in round 3. Yarosov P6, that's his best result. And there's a big fight going on for P14 again. 3 wide.
4-car battle here. That's a bit of a contact difference between Robin Williams and Victor Burnett.
Oh, they're
P13,
fighting
again. Drizzoli head in P13, P14. Victor Burnett. Zanini there still in P15.
Oh, he's going to go to the last corner. Let's see what Slipstream does now. They're lined up like a train. The Optimino car of Victor Burnett very close.
It's defending. A massive...
Martyrs only defending. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be down to the line, I think. Very close. Oh, very close. Very close. Okay, that was a very interesting race. That was Daniel Scott is our pole position sitter for race 2 again.
Also, I just saw someone over the catch fence out on the off of the turn 1.
Yeah, interesting. That's probably going to be reviewed by.
Again. Close finish there between Lucas Stylen and I believe that's Simon Kander.
Yeah, Simon Kander kind of deserves that. I won't lie to you. After all the spins he's had, he deserves one more. Okay, so in P1, we've got James Knox, P2, Alessandro Maggio, P3, Ben Skinner, P4, Thijs Youngstra, P5, Craig Patterson, great race for him, P6, Yaroslav Sharamanov, great race for him as well, P7, Izan Giteris, same story, P8, Matheus Piskan, P9, Kasper Kuretz, and P10, Brody Lawless. P11 James Andrews, P12 Robin Moling, P13 Martyr Zoli, P14 Victor Burnett, and P15 Daniel Scott, who's going to sit on the pole position once again for race 2. P16 David Zanini, P17 Noah McKenna, P18 Tina Curtis, P19 Simon Gander, P20 Lucas Tylen, P21 Brando Tenorio, P22 David Epitashvili, P23 Lana Rahem, and P24 Emiliano Ortega who DNF'd, P25 Emiliano Riboli who DNF'd, and P26 Philip Czerwinski who also DNF'd. Interesting race. I liked it.
That was very entertaining.
That was good fun. We're gonna have a bit of a break now to sort out the group positions, and we're gonna be back very soon. And we're back for race 2 of Okayama and the opener series. Race 1 was won by James Knox, and it was a pretty interesting race. And now we're gonna see the feature race, which is a reverse grid of top 15, and Daniel Scott lines up in P1. And it's gonna be a pretty interesting race. What do you think the strategy is gonna be, Nathan? Undercut, overcut, wait for the rain, wait for the dry?
Well, honestly, I've always been a fan of the undercut. And I think the undercut is very powerful in almost every series you go to. But of course, if there is going to be rain, you definitely want to stay out as long as you can to get to that wet period.
Yeah, I think everyone's gonna be starting on dries right now because it's track is fully dry. There's no rain intensity as well. I hope nobody goes out on the wets. That would be a big mistake.
I mean, Terzoli's set to go in the wets for now, but I'm sure he's going to fix that real quick.
Yeah, he's still not on the grid, so I think he can still fix that. I hope they're here because okay, Victor Burnett. Okay, Victor Burnett's still in the pits.
Yeah, everyone's on the dries.
Okay, Victor Burnett is out. Go, 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 go. Don't hit him. Okay. Okay. So, that's the formation lap beginning. Let's see how the grid lines up. First place, Daniel Scott. P2, Victor Burnett after an unlucky start. P3, Mario Terzoli. P4, Robin Molink. P5, James Andrews. P6, Brody Lawless. P7, Casper Kuritz. And P8, Mateus Piskan. P9, Izan Gutierrez. P10, Yaroslav Shoamanov. P11, Craig Pedersen. P12, Thijs Jongstra. P13, Ben Skinner. P14, Alessandro Maggio. P15, James Knox. And P16, David Zanini. P17, Nova McKenna. P18, Tina Curtis. P19, Simon Kander. And P20, Lucas Tylen. P21, Brando Tenorio. P22, David Epitashvili. P23, Lana Rahem. And P24, Emiliano Ortega. P25, Massimiliano Riboli. P26, Filip Cherwinski. And P27, Sergei Sapochnikov. That's our grid. Let's see, there's quite a lot of people that need to gain positions. They really do need to gain positions. And like Tina Curtis needs to go up, Lucas Tylen needs to go up, Simon Kander has to have a good race, David Zanini as well. They're just too much on the line for the championship for them to not move up. So yeah, they can't stay in the same place. They're gonna have to risk it. They're gonna have to push. And yeah, go all out.
Yeah, thankfully the other championship runners also have to do that now after the reverse grid. But
oh yeah, they're all kind of bunched up between P20 and about P14. All the championship contenders are about in that spot, and let's see who can move up the most. It's gonna be interesting.
Sergey still hasn't gone onto the grid at all.
Sergey's been AFK for 2 hours.
Yeah. Well,
too bad for him. Too bad. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's go, go, go. Daniel Scott with a terrible start. Almost gets hit by Mario Terzoli. Victor Burnett now into P1. Mario Terzoli looking around the outside. First part of the top 10 is out of turn 1. Clean. I don't see any contact. That's good.
For now. For now.
For now. Let's not jinx it because we've jinxed it every round. But for now, it's very good. Brody Lawless already into P3. What a great start by him. Already up into P3. Victor Burnett P1. Robin.
Oh, a bit of a stack of pistols off. That mini car's off. There it is.
Yep. Okay. So what was that? Turn 5. Turn 5.
I think I just saw 4 car wide. Yeah, 4 wide almost there in the back. Now this is
gonna be interesting into the hairpin.
Who's gonna dive it? Who's gonna dive it? Come on. It's 3 wide there.
Nobody's too brave. Oh, Simon Kander, I think that is. Oh, 3 wide still into the corner.
There's still 3 wide.
Simon Kander on the outside of David Zanini now.
Oh, they need to fix this up real quick, or else they're definitely dying here.
Oh,
Oh, there you go. Yep, someone's dead. Simon's also
Simon Canner,
crashing out with someone.
of course, and Simon Canner's on the outside. He hit the barrier almost. No, that's not even him. It's someone else that's in the barrier. I think that's Philip
Lanner, I think.
Cherwinski. Lanner? Maybe Lanner.
I believe
don't
it's
know.
Lanner right behind them. I believe it's Lanner right behind him.
Let's see.
Oh, Simon's trying to make a move just ahead of him.
Interesting racing. Everyone was very aggressive. Up until turn 5, everything was brilliant. No contact even made. Now it's calmed down a bit. Ben Skinner up into P10. Lucas Thailand moved up 9 positions already. Wow. Good start by him. Someone's setting up the inside. That's Maggio on James Knox. And look at the gain positions from everyone. Damn. Like,
Yeah.
Brody
Apart
Lawler's
from
getting
Daniel Scott.
Yeah, Daniel Scott. We don't talk about his race start. We don't talk about his race start. Tina Curtis 5 positions. Ty Youngster hasn't moved one bit. That was Zanini as well. James Knox, the biggest gainer from the leaders. 7 positions up. Maggio 5 positions up. Lucas Thailand 9 positions up. Insane start by the Swedish driver.
Tina Curtis also had a decent start there, up 5 as well.
Oh yeah, she's up into P13. That's very good for her.
Oh, Maggio's making a move here on James Knox. Also,
Very
maybe
close.
on Daniel Scott.
Has to back out a bit.
Oh,
Doesn't see Ben Skinner there. Ben Skinner on the outside. Maggio gets a bad exit. Now Ben Skinner's on the inside for the next corner. Ben Skinner's still there. He just doesn't quite get the exit. He slots him behind Alessandro Maggio, and his teammate is still behind him with Ty Youngster still in P12. The pack is still bunched. Very bunched. It's still on
move by Maggio there. On
Maggio
Daniel
deep
Scott.
doesn't even give him a chance to react. Daniel Scott caught up by surprise.
Not only that,
now.
Hold on.
He's now being attacked by Ben Skinner on the inside of the second to last corner. Now he's gone through. Now, who is that? Who else is that that's trying to go through? That's Lucas Thailand. Yeah, he's side by side with Daniel Scott. And then Ty Youngster is looking to make a move as well. He's looking up the inside of Lucas Thailand. Lucas Thailand is going around the outside now. Oh, Daniel Scott.
Oh, maybe on the inside as well.
Someone's going wide in the back. Oh, someone went a bit in the grass. Lucas still side by side. Wow.
Lucas just can't get the move done on Daniel. Maybe
yeah,
here into the next corner. Surely he can.
Oh, hit them in the rear.
Everyone's just backing up into each other now. Finally, Lucas makes the move. Dies might make the move as well.
Daniel Scott not giving up though. Daniel Scott is still pushing for that P10 position. Lucas Thailand is going to have to defend now. Daniel Scott goes to the inside. Oh yeah, 3 wide in the background. Oh, someone pulls out. I think that's the L car. Yeah, that's Tina Curtis.
Huge pack. Major contact there. Daniel Scott, I think, lost a bit more time. That's Brody Lawless making the move on Victor Burnett. Burnett down the inside.
Victor Burnett almost hitting him while rejoining. That was very, very risky by him. Victor Burnett looks mad or just at least aggressive right now. Brody lost to P1. This might very well be his first P1 of the season if nobody can catch up to him. Victor Burnett has good pace though. So let's see what he can do.
And there's just major chaos everywhere where we look. And there's still weaving down the straight.
Yeah, the pack is still very bunched up, so there's quite a lot of stuff going on in the front points paying positions.
Yeah, speaking of James Knox
moving up again. Oh, wide!
Oh, it's gone wide.
Who's down the outside now? That's the L car of Mario Rizzoli, yes. Doesn't quite stick it though. Now he gets a bad run. Now the car behind him, which is Alessandro Maggio, is going to look for the inside. Almost hits him. Maggio around the outside now. Let's see what he can do. Turns in a bit early. Oh, he's almost
very
spun
early.
more. What a save by Mario Rizzoli. Good save by him.
Yeah, these drivers are very aggressive. They were just very bored of the rain, just having to drive cautiously. Now they're really sending it on everyone.
Yep, that is true. There's currently 0 rain dropping on the track or on the track. Oh, that's the advanced competition car.
Ooh, Tina Curtis trying to defend from Yaroslav. Side by side through here with the same corner as everyone else is spinning on. I think Tina just gets the best of Yaroslav, but now Matthias Piskan looking to see if he can make some sort of move on them. Oh, here we go. Yaroslav going for the down. Wow.
Yaroslav not having the best race too at the minute, but he's trying to get back, gain back the positions. There's quite a lot of chaos. David Zanini and Massimiliano Riboli aren't moving up. The 2 Valley cars can't do anything. They're just stuck in the middle of the pack. They're not even in the points-paying positions.
Yeah, Yaroslav was making a mistake there by going for the move on Tina. Now, I mean, he's got a slight gap to Zanini behind, but it's not too much. But here comes Matthias Biscan.
I think drivers need to become more patient in race 2. I think that's overall. I think you can gain more by being patient than potentially ruining your race on the opening 3 laps. There's a long way to go. There's still 19 more laps. You have to do a pit stop. You have a lot to do. Thijs Youngstra too deep. Thijs Youngstra way too deep. Very ambitious of him. Now he's going to lose all the positions. And he can't really rejoin on the track. Can't spin it around.
Sheesh.
And he's back down into P23 and almost hits the wall. Did he not turn the wheel there? I couldn't see. I don't know why he took that so wide. But Thijs Youngstra down in P24. If I was him right now, I would be pitting for new tires. And I'd be going to the end of the race with them.
Yeah, probably. Just
no wheel spin.
massive mistake.
His car just doesn't get any wheel spin and he just has to go on the grass. Unlucky for him, he was having a good race 1. He had a good race 1 and he was having a good race 2.
And now there's just so much time for him to gain if he even wants a points position.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Casper going off again.
The Blue Horns cars are not doing that good. Casper Kuritz with I'd say almost a horrendous race 1 as he dropped quite far down. Lucas Tynan got ahead of Ben Skinner now. I don't know what's happened there. He's looking to size up a move, and Mark Terzolio around the outside. What a move by Lucas Tynan. Gets ahead of Terzoli, pushes him a bit. That opens up the door for Ben Skinner. Ben Skinner goes to the inside. Good teamwork by the both of them. That was calculated if they're in a voice channel, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think Terzoli's going to like that one too much.
Oh, yeah, Terzoli.